Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel and thanks for tuning in to this video. Today I'm going to be using Cheesecake from Country Chic Paint along with their black wax to make over some plastic dollar store pumpkins to upscale a plain greenery wreath. So I have my dollar store pumpkins here. These came in a 3-pack in the Halloween section from my local dollar store for $2. And this is the Cheesecake paint here from Country Chic Paint. It's an all-in-one decor paint and it's a clay-based paint that gives a chalk-like finish. So this paint is perfect for this project and you're going to see how we're going to upscale these pumpkins. So to begin, I'm going to prepare my pumpkins by just using a wooden barbecue skewer and I'm going to poke it into the bottom of the pumpkin. Now these pumpkins are made of styrofoam, so it pokes in quite nicely here. And the reason why I'm doing this is just so it's easier to paint the pumpkin so I don't have to hold on to the actual pumpkin. So I'm going to begin by doing a nice light even coat using an angled brush. So I'm just stroking on the paint here over top of the pumpkin. And you'll notice that these pumpkins have a high gloss finish to them. And what I love about Country Chic Paint is that I don't have to prime these pumpkins at all. The paint covers quite nicely and I don't need a primer or anything like that. I can just get right to painting. So this is one coat of the cheesecake, finished and dried. I let it dry for about an hour. And now we're going to add our second coat. To do my second coat, I'm going to use this foam pouncer that is also available from Country Chic Paint. And I love this because when I use the foam pouncer, I don't have to worry about any brush strokes. The paint goes on nice and smooth and it's just really easy to apply with this type of sponge brush. So I'm just doing the second coat here and then we're going to let this dry for at least 2 hours. Once the pumpkins are fully dry, I'm going to apply this black wax from Country Chic Paint. And to do this, I'm just going to use an old t-shirt that I cut up for painting rags. And I'm going to take my index finger and I have more control this way. So I'm going to dip my finger with the t-shirt over top into the black wax. And then I'm going to rub a little bit off. And then just taking the top of my pumpkin, I'm going to start from the center and I'm going to work my way out, working around the stem of the pumpkin. I'm going to apply the wax and then using a clean part of the t-shirt, I'm just going to rub the wax in really well into the cheesecake paint. And then I'm going to continue doing this down the sides of the pumpkin intermittently in a few areas. I don't want to cover the whole pumpkin because I don't want to cover all the cheesecake, but I want to give these pumpkins a nice farmhouse touch. I trimmed down a stick from the backyard into 2-inch stems and then pulling out the plastic stems from the pumpkins, I pushed these stems in just with a little bit of pressure into the styrofoam. I added some hot glue to a wooden barbecue skewer and I poked this into the bottom of my pumpkin and let the glue set. This is the wreath form that I have here. I just picked this up locally. And I'm going to leave the skewers on the pumpkins and just trim them down a bit so they're a little bit shorter. And then adding a bit of hot glue to the skewer, I am going to push the pumpkin into the wreath form. So this is grapevine underneath, so I can just find a little opening and I can just stick the pumpkin into the grapevine wreath underneath. And then I just placed all 4 of my pumpkins spaced out evenly along the wreath. To embellish my wreath just a little bit more, I also had this fall greenery here and I'm just trimming it down and placing it in intermittently around the pumpkins. I'm going to add some pine cones as well, so I'm just wrapping some floral wire around the bottom of the pine cone, twisting it, and then wrapping the floral wire around my wreath form. So just finding an opening there and wrapping it around. I also want to add a few little cotton stems in here, so just placed a few in between the pumpkins where there were some small gaps. With my wreath done, I can display it in my home, proudly knowing that I took cheap plastic dollar store pumpkins and turned them into something totally high-end and worthy of my home. I hope that you guys enjoyed this project. I really hope that you'll give Country Chic Paint a try, and if you're local to me, I do also sell Country Chic Paint in my store, Gracie's Place, and I've linked that in the description box below this video. Any questions, always feel free to pop them in the comments, and I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you on another video.